So now come the interesting things which I'm gonna tell you. The evening shift of Friday which I took was very interesting one, because in that evening shift I started the job at 22:04, okay, and I ended the job at 4:15, okay. So I was at home at 4:30, okay. So in these total approximate 6 hours and 10 minutes I made 189 pounds 77 pence, okay, which makes around 31 pounds 62 pence per hour in Friday night shift. Yeah. Hi everyone, what's up guys? Welcome back to another vlog. This is Ramesh here, as usual, from YouTube channel Private Hire Driver. I share the interesting facts of the job experience with Uber and Bolt, and I tell the tricks, I tell the tips, or I tell the information for the newbies and for the people who wants to know that how exactly the things work in private hire driver occupation, or how the things work in Uber and Bolt jobs. Yeah. And I try to make it understand that there are strategic jobs which we should do, and obviously sometimes the business is very slow, there are not enough jobs, so then the scenario is different, so we have to work accordingly. So when you could do the strategic jobs, you should do it. This is how I believe. And guys, let me tell you, last week I pocketed 1631 pounds, and in total from Uber and Bolt. So I made 1265 pounds 70 pence from Uber, and I made 365 pounds 45 pence with Bolt, which makes altogether 1631 pounds 15 pence. Okay, so it was pretty good money, and so far I have been making around 1200 to 1400 pounds a week, every week. But obviously there is some extra money also in it, which I'll tell you. That is, one of the friend used my referral link, so I got 250 pounds. So that money is also in this 1631 pound, okay. But I'll tell you the breakdown, breakup of this total, okay. So made 1265 pounds 70 pence with Uber, with Bolt 365 and 45 pence. The promotion money which I got was 250 pounds from the referral link, plus I made 60 pounds, the promotions of 3 trip series, which is like 3 consecutive trips series. I made four promotions of that, so 15 pound time 4, so that makes 60 pound. Yeah, so I took 4 promotions of 3 trip series. Yeah, and I got holiday pay of 76 pounds last week, and the central London fee, Uber paid me 24 pounds, though I am going in central London when it is when I'm not getting charged 15 pound, but still Uber pays £1.50 pence for each trip, okay, which we take in central London. Pretty good, at least when there are like 10 or 20 trips when you take in central London, you guys get paid 20 to 25 pound, which is a good money as well, okay. And last week's my pension contribution was 37 pounds 59 pence, and interestingly I just got £1 tip last week. So I'll make a proper vlog about tips also, that in a whole year how much customer paid me in tips. That will be interesting as well, okay. So that will be in I'll making on later on the vlog, guys. So I explained this weekly earnings. So now I'm coming to this I'm coming to this Friday shift, which I did the last one, which was very interesting one, and I got data of that shift with me, and I'll start telling to you, okay. So guys, let me tell you, I started Friday with morning shift, okay, and the first trip I took was at 8:07 in the morning, by 8 o'clock approximately. The last trip which I took was at 1:30 p.m, means in the afternoon I finish the job of the morning. So from morning to afternoon till 1:30 I did work, with customers for 5.5 hours, but it took me 30 minutes approximately to come back to home without a customer. So total I was out of home approximately 6 hours. Yeah, so in 6 approximate hours I made 99 pounds. Yeah, so this was the morning shift to afternoon shift, okay, with in last Friday, okay. And so now come the interesting things which I'm gonna tell you. The evening shift of Friday which I took was very interesting one, because in that evening shift I started the job at 22:04, okay, and I ended the job at 4:15, okay. So I was at home at 4:30, okay. So in these total approximate 6 hours and 10 minutes I made 189 pounds 77 pence, okay, which makes around 31 pounds 62 pence per hour in Friday night shift. Yeah, and the morning shift which I already explained, that makes approximately 16 to 17 pound an hour, because it was rush hour and it was not easy to make money in the morning time. But that's how it works. Sometimes we are putting a lot of hours in the night shift, and when we have done the morning shift, let's say 6 hours in morning, so in night time you don't have like energy to work 8 to 10 hour or 12 hours, so you have to work like 6 hours. That's what I do, okay. Sometime I'm doing the consecutive, the 12 hours or 10 hours in the night, and I make around 300 pound, let's say. Sometime I'm working in morning time 5-6 hours, let's say, and then again working in the night for 6 hours. That's how I also can make the money. So the the interesting facts about this night shift was I have been in the areas where I have never been before, and so I'll start telling you from first trip, okay. So the first trip I took was at 22:04, means night time 10:04 p.m. I got the first trip. It was 11 minutes 30 seconds of trip, and I got 7 pound 4 pence out of it, and this was from South Hall to Greenford, UB2 to UB6. Yeah. Second trip which I took was at 22:49, and it was all the jobs I did were all the jobs which I did were with Uber only, okay. So this trip helped me to take me to Greenford. So from Greenford I got the job which took me towards the central London, and this job I took from Greenford. It was 10.3 miles of job which I finished in 29 minutes, and I pocketed 17 pounds and 1 pence. Yeah, and it was from UB6 Greenford area to SW1X, that is Knightsbridge area. When I go to there, so the promotion was alive, means the three trip series I had to take. That's why my intention was to be in central London or around, so that I could start the 3 trip series. So so what happened, when I reached in Knightsbridge, I got the third job, and this job I took from Knightsbridge, and it took me to RG42 postcode, okay. RG42 postcode is Bracknell area, okay. It's the area of Bracknell, and it took me 53 minutes to do this job. 37.4 were the miles, 37 miles, and the money I got was 52 pounds 66 pence, okay. So actually I was over the phone with a friend, and I was explaining to him that I'm getting a longer job, and that is taking me to unusual area. I have never been there before, so should I go there or not? So he just told me over phone, just take the longer job, be in the area where you're going and work there, and then try to come to central London or around if you don't find enough work in the far area. So anyway, I took this job. I took the chance, and I never have been to Bracknell ever before, so I wanted to work in those areas also to see how the Friday or the weekend shift work in that far area, okay. So I took this third job, started the the 3 trip series. So first trip started from Knightsbridge, and this trip ended in RG42 is the postcode, and that was in Bracknell. Okay, that is west side. Okay, so guys, when I go to there, I'll tell you that the thing that like in the nearby areas I have been before. When I go to there, when I, let's say, end the ride and I turn off the Uber system, I don't get the jobs in those areas. So I've been to Gillingham, you know, GUI, Gillingham is GUI the postcode, like that. So over there I went, I drop off the customer. When I turned off the app, then I turned on, and I didn't get the jobs, and I got the notification I don't have access to this area, yeah, to do the jobs. Okay, so it was in my mind. Okay, so I didn't turn off the app, because if I had turned off the app, I'm pretty sure I was not gonna get, you know, the jobs from Bracknell areas. Okay, so I kept the you know, the app on. Anyway, I had to take 2 more consecutive trips so that I could, you know, make extra 15 pounds. So this was the 3rd trip. 4th trip I started at 0019, means in after the midnight. It was 14 minutes of 46 seconds of journey, and it was 6.7 mile of journey, and I made 11 pound 1 pence out of it. So it was in from RG42 Bracknell area to GU20 is Backshot. The name of the place is Backshot, unusual name anyway. So the next trip which I took was at 0042, and the amount I got 6 pound 12 pence, and this was a short journey of 2.8 mile, and I did in 6 minutes 2 seconds, and this was from GU19 to GU24. So it was from Backshot to Backshot is the name of the area. Backshot, BAGSHOT. Okay, so it was in the local area of Backshot. So when when I finished these 3 trips, means, and then I got 15 pound promotion money at 1 o'clock. Okay, so you could see over the screen all these things, yeah guys. So we took this, I mean, the next job which I took was at 109, and the amount I got was 9 pound 75 pence. It was 5.5 miles of job, and I did in 12 minutes. It was from GU24 postcode, which is Backshot, to Woking. Okay, to the area of Woking. So then I was to Woking. So the next job I got was at 127. It was 5 pound 05 pence of job, and it was 1.6 mile of journey. I did in 6 minutes and 37 seconds. So it was from Woking to GU21, Woking to Woking. Okay, local area, right? So next trip which I got was at 139. I made 15 pound 74 pence in 21 minutes, and the mileage was 9.7 mile. It was from Woking to Chertsey. Chertsey is just next to Woking. Okay, Chertsey means CHERTSEY. Okay, so at 2:36 I got the next trip, and I made 11 pound 5 pence. It was 5.9 mile of trip. I did in 16 minutes. So getting 11 pound in 16 minutes, strategic job. Okay, which I took. So it was from Egham area. When I go to Chertsey, and I had to drive to Egham to get this customer, and then I was to Feltham. So this customer took me in Feltham area. So I will explain to you something. If I had wanted to stay in those areas of Woking, Backshot or Bracknell, I could have worked there as long as I had the energy, and then I had to come to my home or come to the side of my home empty-handed without any customer. So what I did, normally Uber give you 2 destinations, yeah. So to come back to West London, or like to come back towards my home, I just selected the airport destination. So when you click over the plane sign of near the Heathrow, there is a plane sign. When you click on that, and your activation, the destination to Heathrow airport gets activated. So you start getting jobs towards the Heathrow. So that destination you use anytime. This is what I know. Okay, so I was using that destination. Instead of just taking the 2 destinations of mine, using, instead of using those destinations, I used, you know, the airport destination, which helped me. Okay, so that's how I started getting the jobs from the areas of Woking or area of Bracknell, or these, you know, the backshot area towards the, you know, the towards the airport side. So I go to Egham, Chertsey, then Feltham, and from Feltham I've been to, I think, the area of Hounslow, and then I came to the west side of mine. Anyway, I'll explain you the further trips. Okay, so from Egham to Feltham I've been to. Then I started the next job at 3:06, where was mid 3:06 time, and I did this job in 20 minutes 43 seconds. It was 7.6 mile of job, and I made 12 pounds 19 pence out of it. So it was from Feltham to Ealing, so 7.6 mile from Feltham to Ealing, and making 12 pound 19 pence in 20 minutes 43 seconds was a strategic job which I did. The next job which I started was at 3:32. This job helped me to make 19 pounds 24 pence. It was in 24 minutes, which I and 20 seconds. So in 24 minutes making 19 pounds was wonderful price, and it was from Ealing to Uxbridge. Okay, and it was 8.8 mile of job. Next job which I took was at 4:05. It was the last job which I did, and the money I made was 7 pound 91 pence, 4 miles of job, and it took me 9 minutes 15 seconds to do it. It was from basically from Hillingdon Hospital to UB1 Southall area, and nearby was my home. So this was the end of the shift, guys. So I made total 189 pounds 77 pence in these approximate 6 hours of jobs. It was 6 hours 10 minutes of job, I think, and it makes around 31 pound and 62 pence in total. So making this much money, 190 pounds approximately, making 190 in 6 hours, and making 99 pounds in the morning shift or in the daytime is a big difference. Yeah, and but sometime you're working in night, sometime you're working in day, so collectively you have to, you know, put the energy, you have to work, and you have to take your earnings to 250 to 300 pounds in the weekend night. So 2 nights are very important, and you can make very quick money, which is Friday night, which is Saturday night. And then if you work in Sunday daytime, there is no traffic, there is no lot of traffic, and there are so many rides in the daytime. Sunday night is usually quiet. So that's how 3 days are very important. You work like that, I guarantee you, you make lovely money. All right, and rest of the week, if you even make, let's say, 150 to 200, 130, 150, even 200 pounds a day is pretty good. And all together, when you count everything, your earning will be around 1200 to 1400 pounds, which is a really smart amount. Okay, guys, so I'll end this vlog here, and I'll speak to you soon in another vlog, and bye bye for now.